In this video session, we are going to work on few projects. So in first project, we are going to see how we can insert the sketch and how we can modify and add dimensions to those sketches. And in project 2, we are going to create a sketch for the model shown in figure 26. And in our project 3, we are going to create a sketch for the model which is shown in figure 34. So first, let us begin with project 1. So as discussed in project 1, first we are going to insert a sketch which we have created in our previous chapters, and we are going to add a keyway to that sketch, and finally we are going to modify the dimensions so that we can create the sketch as shown in figure 21. So let us go back to Creo. Using a file system, you can insert the sketch which we have created earlier. So let me choose the sketch and I can say open, and here you can see as you click, the cursor is looking for the insertion point. As you click randomly, the sketch will be inserted at that point. So I click here, and here you can see this is the base point about which the entire sketch has been inserted here. If you want to change the base point, suppose for example I want this center of the circle to be a base point, I can click on this base point and again I can click on the new base point. So just choose the center of the circle. You can see the base point is moved to this, and about this base point you will be able to move the sketch wherever you want. And suppose if I want this circle to be a base point, so I can click on this base point and again I can click on the new base point of the circle. So here you can see this way you can change the base point of the sketch what we are going to insert. So let me choose this as a base point as it is, and here you can see we have options for rotating. Here you can enter the angle value so that the sketch will be rotated at that angle, for that angle. And here we have option for scale up. So if you want to insert the scale to 1:1 scale, you can enter the value as 1. If you want to reduce the scale, you can enter the value less than 1. If you want to enlarge the scale, if you can enter the value more than 1. So let me insert the sketch for 1:1 scale. So enter the sketch value and click on OK. So here you can see the sketch is being inserted here with 1:1 scale. So next, let us create a keyway using a rectangle. So you can just try a rectangle. You can choose any point in the circle. I can enter the value here, and using this delete segment we can remove the unwanted sketch entities. So just by clicking on it, and then we can edit the values of this keyway, dimension values of this keyway. So as shown here in the sketch, the keyway dimension is 75 from the center. Using a normal option, you can add a dimension from the center point to this line as 75. You can enter the value as 75. So just come out of the sketch, again go back, edit it, says 75. You can enter the value as 75. You can just drag the sketch and you can again double click on here, enter the value as 75. You can see the sketch value is updated to 75, and then the width of the keyway is here. If you want, you can just zoom in, is 20 mm. You can click on 20 mm. So here you can add another dimension, as here the dimension of this is 20 mm. So you can see this way we can insert the sketch which we have created already, and we can modify those sketches using any other sketch options, and you can create the record sketch profiles. So this completes our project 1, and let us go back to our presentation. Let us go back to our presentation here. So as shown, we have completed the project 1, and next in project 2 we are going to create a sketch as shown in figure 27. This sketch is used for creating a model as shown in figure 26. So first we will be creating a 3 circles as shown here, and we will be creating a tangent line which is going to be tangent to all these 3 circles. Then we are going to trim the unwanted sketch entities, and finally we are going to modify the dimensions to get the final shape as shown in figure 33. So let us go back to Creo, and you can create 3 circles as shown here. So let me delete these sketches. So using a circle option, let me create the center circle, and you can add the dimension to this. The diameter of this, as radius is 35, so the diameter will be 70. And here you can draw 2 more circles. You can see you can take the center as a reference. And here you can enter the diameter values for these 2 circles. The radius of this is 25, so I can enter the diameter as 50. And using an equal constraint option, I can select these 2 circles so that these 2 circles radius becomes equal, and then I can edit the location values for these 2 circles as 120 from the center, so 60 from the center. So I can enter the value as 60, and again here you can enter the value as 60. So we have given all the dimensions to fully constrain the sketch. So now, as discussed, we have to draw the tangent line using this line tangent. We'll draw the tangent line between these two circles, and between from here to here again a tangent line, from here to here as again a tangent line. As you can see, as I draw the line, it applies the tangent constraints automatically. So I can come out, and using this delete segment option, we can trim the unwanted sketch portions. Just by selecting that particular sketch entities, you will be able to delete those unwanted sketch entities. So as discussed, so we have created the overall shape, and let us create the 3 circles as shown in figure 27. We can go back to quick, and using a circle option you can create a circle here and here. And if you want the circle radius of these 2 circles to be same, you can see as you move the cursor, it shows R in both the circles. It means that it applies the equal constraint automatically between these 2 circles. So you can just click as it is, since so that the equal radius constraint is applied automatically. And let us create another circle in the center. You can create another circle in the center, and you can edit the values of these circles. You can see the 2 circles having the diameter of 16. So here you can change the diameter to 16. You can see both the circles are being updated since automatically the constraint has been applied, and the center circle diameter is dia 35. You can update this value to be dia 35. So this completes our second project. So you can save the sketch and exit the sketch mode. So next, let us see how we can create the sketch for the project 3. In this, we are going to create a sketch as shown in figure 35, which is used for creating the model which is shown in figure 34. So let us go back to Creo. You can delete these entities, and we can create the entities as shown here. So first, let us create a horizontal line with the dimension of 480. So let's go back to Creo. You can draw a line using a line chain. You can draw a line, horizontal line, and I can dimension it 480. See, so the sketch is updated. So then we can create the lines as shown here in figure 36 for the dimension shown here in figure 35. So you can just, using the line option, you can, so let me draw a line using a line option. So just let me draw a line, horizontal line. I can edit this dimension as 480 as shown in the sketch. And I can, using this line chain option, I can start creating the lines as shown there in the sketch to be able to create a lines. And you can create the same kind of lines in the right side of the sketch. Here, so you can add an arc. So using an arc option, so you can select these points, you can click somewhere here. So you can see how here you can enter the you can, as you can see, this fillet, the arc is not tangent to this line, so you can just add a tangent constraint at least on any one side. And here you can enter the radius value of this arc to be 65. So the radius of the arc is updated as 65. You can add the other dimensions as shown here. Let us add the dimensions 45. You can click on here, or you can enter this, edit this value to be 45 here, and here you can update this value to be 55 as shown in the sketch. And let's go back, and we can add a circle with a diameter of 56. You can click on the circle, you can add the circle at the center of this circle again. You can edit the diameter of this value to be a 56. You can say enter. So we have created the overall shape of the sketch what's shown here. And here I can see the third step, we need to apply the fillets in the corners as shown in the figure. So let us go back to figure 35. Here you can take the value of this fillet is R15 and 4 corners. So these 4 corners are shown here in figure 38. So this is the 4 corners where we are going to apply the fillet of R15. So let us go back to Creo. I can, using this fillet, and you can create a circular fillet, and you can select the 2 edges where the corners or 4 corners are formed as shown in the figures. And here you can see the fillet, it has taken a default fillet value. You can apply the fillet value of 15 here, and using equal constraint you can select this arc, once again this arc, and also this radius. So now you can see the equal fillet radius is applied in all four corners. So whenever we change the one values, the other fillet values also will get changed. Again, here you can see this dimension is modified and you can update it to 55. And so this completes our third project. But before doing that, we need to position the center of this circle. So you can click on this. From the center of this to this is at 240. And here you can see still this arc is not tangent to this. You can, using a tangent constraint, you can select this and this so that the arc and the line becomes tangent as shown in the figure. And again here you can change the value to 240. And this completes our third project. So you can save the sketch and close it.